Now this file you do the right click and open with the live server. Localhost 5500. This is the file where the data was coming from the other pages. These all are the static pages. Now we have to work on dynamic page. When we work on dynamic page there, first we will create a file, a local JSON file in our computer, and we'll read from there. Okay. Next, after that, we will create one more new file called index2. Create a next file called index2.html. Index2.html. Or instead of index2, you can write is api.html. Meaningful word. Rename that file to api.html. Index2 rename to api.html. Index2 rename as a api.html. Okay, api.html is ready. You can take the copy of index file. Because CSS remains same, design will be same, button will be same, data will be changed, URL will be changed. We'll take the copy of index page. Okay, copy of index page taken. Next, after that, change the menus. Home replace to the product. About us replace to the books. Contact us replace to the users. Service replace to the comments. Product replace to the cars, car list. Car list. This file is ready. Now data has to come. When we click on product, function 1, function 2, function 3, we are calling. We can change here the function called get product. Get books. Get user. Get comment. Get car. Okay. Which one? Dynamic web page. Static page. This is a static page. Suppose when I go somewhere in some folder, open the HTML, not this one. Where I should go, queue to blog batch, bootstrap page, open the form 3, run the page. Okay, you can see this. When you click on button, nothing is happening. This is called as a static page. When we click here, it will display, oh, enter your password, enter email ID. Once you enter email ID, it will go somewhere. After some time, it will say login success, redirect to some other page. That's called as a dynamic page. Okay, look at here, other page. Suppose a person will open this Info Campus website. Okay, suppose now I open, for me also same content. If you open, for you also same content. This is called as a static. But in this page only, this particular portion is dynamic. When you fill the data here, it will say invalid. Okay, so this becomes what? Dynamic. But other portion are static only. These all are static content. All are static content. So a static meaning is what? Fixed content for everyone. Whoever will open the page, he will see the same content. That's called a dynamic meaning is what? It should take the input. It should do the process. It should give the output. That's called a dynamic. In your computer, in your system, okay, in your system, sorry, in your mobile phone, there is a calculator. That is called as what? Static or dynamic? How static? Yeah. You will enter 5 plus 5, 10 it will give. I will use same calculator, I will give 10 plus 10, 20 it will give. So becoming a what? Dynamic. Input, process, then output. That's called as what? Dynamic. Okay. Understood? Different. You will enter 5 into 5 for you, 25 will come. I will enter 5 plus 5, 10 will come. Output become different based on input. Gmail once you open, your data is different. My data is different. No, no, no. Login also dynamic. If not dynamic, how it will ask your email different and my email different? Okay. Okay. A static page meaning is same content for everyone. Okay. But based on input, it will give the different output. Okay. You will say Facebook homepage looks same for all. Yes, same for all. But email ID is different. When you enter the email ID, what it will say? Exist or not exist. Once you enter email ID, once you go inside, for you, Facebook will be displaying different posts. For me, it will display the different posts. But page is same. So that becomes a dynamic page. Gmail once you go, for you also same compose email, for me also same compose email. You will also enter your email ID, I will enter my email ID. Both the people input is different. You will write the email to someone, he will write the email to you, correct? So input is different. So that becomes what? Dynamic page. Okay. Flipkart is not a static page, it's called a dynamic page. LinkedIn is a dynamic page. Quicker is a dynamic page. OLX is a dynamic page. Okay. So wherever on internet, whatever the website you have seen, all are called a dynamic page. Here one example for you. This content, when I go to the home page, this content remains same for every user. Whoever will open the page, he will see the same content. So that becomes a what? Static. It's a static content. Okay, long back, in 2013 we created the website. It's still like that, like this. 7 8 years over. The content is same. Okay, means what? College is static. When I open the website, it will ask, okay, enter your email ID. If you enter the email ID, then for you different data. Then you can say is a dynamic. When open the website, for you also same output, for me also same output. Because it's a static page. Okay. Now, then you will say Flipkart is a static or not. Now, Flipkart is not a static because same product will display for you also, but their functionalities are different. Okay, add to cart will work. See here, when I have the icon is added here, can you cut this icon from anywhere to anywhere? No, you cannot do anything. So this all are called a static element. So when we create the page will be if you are creating only HTML. Suppose this form is designed only in HTML. There is no other language in there. So what will happen? HTML will not do anything. Suppose it will take input also, it will not do any process. That becomes what? A static page. Okay. So if anyone asks difference between a static and dynamic, you can say a static page will display same content for everyone. Without input, it will give the output. Okay. And dynamic content, what it will do? Dynamic page will be according to input, output will be different. It will take the input and it will give the output. Okay. Then go ahead. Let us see the next level, what we have. Hmm. Get product. Get product, get function. Is this all are the function we are going to write? Earlier, what it was written? 1, 2, 3. Now also you can write 1, 2, 3. I have given the meaningful name. Now delete all function, keep one function. First function you can keep, remaining function you can delete. Okay, first function you can keep and remaining function you delete. Now, please wait loading, let it be. Here you can apply please wait loading. Please wait loading. Please wait loading. So this is a message. As soon as you click on button, it will come please wait loading. What is the function name? Get product. Rename is called get product. Get product. Get product. Okay. Next after that. Get product function is ready. Run this file and check once on the click of get product home page is loading or not. Home page will come by default because which file you are calling. Home will come directly. This file is running through the live server. It should run through the live server only. It should run the page through live server. When I click on home product, what will come? Home data will come. Okay. Now let us go and change here the file name called product.json. Product.json. Change the file name as a product.json. Below this inner HTML and all we have written, we will file data, original data, all will be same. At the place of text, it will be as a JSON. It will be as a JSON. And here original data you replace as a product array. Product array. Inner HTML line you have written, you can delete as of now, not required. We will use it later. Inside you are going to use alert. Alert product array dot length. I will guide you how function is going to work. Product array dot length. Product array dot length. Length. Product array dot length. Okay, hope ready. We have any file called product.json. We have to create a file product.json in our current folder. Current folder is the API folder. So create a file here product.json. JSON. It's called full form is JavaScript object notation. Full form is JavaScript object notation. Inside this, you are going to store the data. Inside this, you are going to store the data. API.html, we are calling the product.json and product.json file we created. Now it is a single dimensional array. Inside, we are going to store some name of some products. Now let's go. Store here something water. Next product called rice. Next product called apple. Next product called next product called grapes. Next product called next product called potato. Next product called books. Next product called something mouse. Next product called something keyboard. Next product called something printer. Next product called scanner. These all are the list of data we have stored in a file. JSON will help you to bring the data from somewhere to somewhere. It's kind of a container. So now what we did, we have stored the data in a file and the file nature is JSON. So here we are storing the data as a temporary storage. Okay. Now from this file we can read it and display inside the project. But this file is a static file. This file is not dynamic file. Not only JSON, we don't use JSON. JSON is the container that hold the data. Like suppose you are going to send some courier from Bangalore to Mumbai. How you will send the courier? Through the courier people only. Now when you go and hand over your letter to the courier people, they will ask the courier should be in a, your letter should be in an envelope. So letter is the material and envelope is the container. Now here list of the item is the product and the JSON file is the container. Okay. Now when you are sending your courier from Bangalore to Mumbai, how you are sending? Through the courier person. What is the material? Material is letter. It can be 1 page, 2 page, 10 page. All are kept where? Under the envelope. So envelope become as a JSON and the pages become as a data. Pages become as a data. Here also what we happen? JSON become as a container and the content become as a data. This is the local file. Next, after this, we will bring the data from other source. That will be coming. We will call the data from server. So server is the service provider. You are the client. You are going to use the service. So from the server to client, data will come through what? Through some medium. That medium is called the internet. So on internet, your data will come. But how data is coming? It is not coming one by one. All will come together. So the container will be as a JSON and under the JSON your data will come. So you will capture what? Container. Which one you will capture? Container. That is what? JSON. And under the JSON you will have a data, you will read it, then you will get as an array. If you have created this file is not as an array. It is as a JSON. It looks like as an array, but it is not array. It is as a JSON. Now if you look into the API.js file, if you look into the API, okay, hope ready. Next, after this, what we have, come to the API.js file. In API.js file, you are going to read the data from some file. That file will give the data in the form of JSON. So here we have used a function called JSON. For what purpose? Because data is going to come in the form of JSON. And JSON, for JSON, you cannot run the for loop. The JSON has to convert into array. Okay, so here using JSON function, your data is going to come from the file product.json file that will convert into array object. Using the JSON function, it will convert into array object. Like in a multi-dimensional array, if you remember, key property was there. Like that, it will convert. Or other way you can say, we are reading the data from this server. Assume product.json is the server. From there, data is going to come. Once the data will come from there, you will receive the data and data you will be converting into array. Okay, data you will be converting into array. After converting into array, you will get a array here. Now, based on this array, you will run a for loop here, and finally you will get the actual data. Okay. So when data is coming from the other file, it is coming in the JSON format. Now from JSON, you are converting into JSON object, that is called the array. And then from array, you are going to run a loop. Okay. Now come to the browser, save your file, click on button. Length is coming on. Length is coming. Length is not coming. Length will come. If you run through live server, don't run directly. Running through live server, when we click here, it will say the length. How many? 12. Read again. See what mistake you have done here. Compare your variable name. Hmm. In JSON file, you cannot add anything extra. Understand? You cannot add anything extra in the JSON file. Hmm. Not in this example. You can use HREF. You can use HREF to go to the next page. Hello. Hello. Okay. Yeah, I'm sending. Okay. Now, how many length is coming? Length is 12. That meaning in your that particular page there is a 12 records. In which page? In the product.json file there is a 12 records. Okay. 12 records are there. That is coming. Now come here. So product array is a array. Product array is a array. So we can run a loop for that and we can create a paragraph. Let's go here. Before fetch function, create a variable. Before fetch function, create a variable. Give variable data equal to empty. Or maybe data equal to h2 product list. Product list. Close the h2. Data equal to product list. Close the h2. Now product array we have got here. We have got here called product array. Window.location.href equal to second page name. Window.location.href equal to, if you want to redirect from button click, you can write this line. Window dot location dot href equal to, you can write next file name for login.html. It will go to the which page? Next page. That is on how to redirect the page using JavaScript. This is the code you can add inside the function. It will redirect to the next page. Okay, ready? Now come. So data is the empty variable. Inside what we have added? H2. At this place now we are going to run the map function. Product array dot map. Product array dot map. Product array dot map. Product array dot map. Inside that we can write here item name. From that JSON file, data is coming the multi-dimensional array or single dimensional array? Single dimensional array. So item name directly you can get. Directly you can print the item name it will give you the content. Item name and index. Now this should be within the double bracket. Come inside data equal to data plus open the p tag, close the p tag, open, p tag close. Inside this we can write here item name. So it is going to read the data from that file. And after reading the data from that file, it will create the number of paragraphs, and that number of paragraph using inner HTML you have to send to the browser after end of the map function. Inner HTML equal to data. Inner HTML equal to data. This map function end here, you can write map end. Here you can write then end. Then function end. Main function end. Main function. Yeah. We'll save the file and we'll check once. Button click, it should display you the list of property. Okay, ready? Button click, is it displaying? Product click, it should display the list of product. List of products should come here. Button click, it should display list of product. Okay, go next then. After that, can you display 3 products in one line? These products are coming here. So can you display 3 products in one line? What we'll do for that? Come again. Where you are, yeah? You need to write one CSS. The simple question, suppose 4 products are coming in one line. We want to display 3 in one line. So what solution we have? JavaScript? No, why we study the CSS? For that purpose only, no? Display 3 products in one line, do something. For paragraph, write a ID or maybe write a class. Class equal to, write 3, single quote. class equal to 3. Now write a class called 3 in the CSS file. Give the width for that 33%. Give for that width as a 33%. Whenever the functionality will come in need, you have to think about JavaScript. Whenever some design will come in the need, you have to think about the CSS. So that is design only. No, in one line we need to display 3 products. Okay. Next after that, go to the CSS file, write a class called 3, and for that, for 3, okay, for 3, width will be 33.33%. 33% you can give the width. Simply give the width as a 33%. We wrote any CSS, but we wrote in CSS. Float left width 33%. Open the style.css file, create a class in that, give the width as a 33% and width 33% float left. Width 33% float left. Hmm. Coming in a style.css file, one line CSS we have written, that is called width 33%. Width 33%. You will find 3 blocks should appear in one line. 3 is coming in one line. Okay. So this data is coming from where? From the JSON file. This data is coming from the JSON file. Data is stored in the JSON file. From there we capture and we display inside the page and we apply the CSS and manipulated this. So when we go to the file, API file, what you have in API file? In API file we are reading the content from one JSON file, and after reading the content from JSON file, we got converted into array here. This line is converting into array. At this place, we are receiving an array. Now for array, you are running a loop, and after running the loop, you got this much of content, and then finally that content we are sending to the browser using inner HTML. Next, we'll create one more file, this one. Okay. Next, after that, we can see next. So before doing that, let's come from the last. One get product you saw, get book we can try. I will guide you. We can try this one, last one. Which one? Get car. Okay, write a function here called get car. Write a function called get car. Function get car. Inside the get car function, mhm, okay, what we wrote, length was given. After H2, you have not given semicolon. The first column, line number 8. H2 you have created. After that, I will closing the semicolon. Give semicolon there. Another program. Data equal to data plus p class equal to 3 double four. Okay. Then document dot serial by id container dot inner HTML equal to data. Okay. Save now. You are getting the length before. Yes, sir. Okay. Now come to that file data.json file, product.json file, product.json file. No. JSON file I'm talking. Okay. Now again come to the browser. Do the right click. Click on that console. So it says product array dot mps you have written. It should be map. Product array dot map. Product array dot map. MAP. Line number 13. It will work now. We need to read no line by line. Okay, hope ready. Now come there. Write one H2 car list. Car list. In that we can come down. We can write fetch function. In fetch function, you will keep a URL https colon slash slash www dot first inquiry.com https colon slash slash www.firstinquiry.com slash API slash car.php is a URL that you are calling from the server. Okay, dot then. When the data will come from the server in the JSON format, from JSON we have to convert into array. We will capture under the response variable. Then we'll do response dot JSON. Response dot JSON. A variable. Here you have written file data. Similar way, here we written a variable for response. It can be any variable name. Dot then you can write again car array. It can be any variable name. No limitation. Okay. Next, write here alert car array dot length. Car array dot length. Car array dot length. So ready, button click. What is the length? 43. 23 or 43? 23. अच्छा, इसका मुझे 23. हेलो, बोलिए. अच्छा, कौन सा लिंक? ठीक है, आज सबको परमिशन देंगे. आज सबका ईमेल आईडी ले. हाँ. कल वाला छुटा है तो कोई मतलब नहीं है उससे ज्यादा. कल तो बस इसी तरह बताया था, जो परसों बताया था ना हमने कुछ. फ्राइडे को वही, कल नया कुछ आया था, तो वहीं आज से नया शुरू होगा. कल के लिए टेंशन मत लीजिए, कल कोई नया नहीं है। 2 से 6 मीटिंग है। अच्छा, तो फिर कैसे लॉगिन करेंगे? कैसे लॉगिन करेंगे फिर? हाँ, आज तो सबको शेयर करेंगे, ईमेल आईडी आप हमको भेजिए। तो आज, हाँ, ठीक है। हम्म, कर सकते हैं जैसे, हाँ हाँ, चलो करना पड़ेगा। हाँ हाँ, यही मेरा ही नंबर भेजेगा लोग, यही नंबर भेजेगा, तो जब करना होगा तो ऐसे बताइए। ठीक ठीक। How many? Huh? This website is running in our server. Open this URL no directly. If you open the URL, what it says? This is the data. You have written some wrong URL. Check proper spelling. Firstinquiry.com/API/car.php. Getting how many lines? 23. Okay, cool. बोलिए। अभी से, हाँ बताइए। बिना ग्रेजुएशन का तो कंपनी हायर नहीं करता है। ग्रेजुएशन तो होना चाहिए कंपनी। हाँ सर। हाँ, कौन बता रहा है? कहाँ से कॉल आया था? पता नहीं, लेकिन हम लोग यहाँ से तो जो कंपनी हायर करता है मिनिमम ग्रेजुएशन देखता है। सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट में मिनिमम ग्रेजुएशन देखता है। हाँ, पढ़ने के लिए तो किसी को पढ़ा सकते हैं, लेकिन बात है कि ग्रेजुएशन इंटरव्यू चाहिए ना लास्ट में। इंटरव्यू चाहिए तो इंटरव्यू के लिए कंपनी बोलता है मिनिमम ग्रेजुएशन पीपल चाहिए, तो वहाँ पे ऑटोमेटिकली स्टक हो जाएगा। किसी भी डेवलपमेंट में जाओ वहीं हाल है। ये प्रोफाइल ओपन है जिसमें आप जा सकते हैं, डिजिटल मार्केटिंग, एसईओ बोलते हैं उसको, सर्च इंजन ऑप्टिमाइजेशन। उसमें हो सकता है, लेकिन बाकी मेरे यहाँ से जो कंपनी है पता है सबको ग्रेजुएशन चाहिए मिनिमम। कोई सब्जेक्ट होगा चलेगा, ग्रेजुएशन चाहिए कम से कम। क्योंकि चीटिंग वोटिंग वाला बात इधर नहीं होता है, ठीक है। झूठ मूठ तो आपको कन्विंस करके आपको 2000 4000 लेने सब लोग अगर नहीं चलेगा, तो जो जो ओरिजिनलिटी है वो बता देते हैं, समझे ना। Okay, so ready? You getting the URL? How many data? So many data. Now see, inside that we have to print the model. We have to print the price. It's a multi-dimensional array. We have to print the version. We have to print the fuel type. We have to print the mileage. We have to print the image. Okay, those data you need to print. Multi-dimensional array, you remember? Let me open any file. See, if I go here in this folder, your file only, which we have covered, I will open that. 1130 folder. Under that 1130 folder, if you go to JavaScript, data binding. Okay, in data binding, suppose 20 example or maybe 17 example. Let me open this. Okay, see here what you have printed, user data dot name, user data dot something. Let me open the next example, 18 example. See how many user was there, one user was there, so you have printed multiple mobile number. Let me open another file, 19th file. Under the 19th, what we have follow, here also only one user was there, we have displayed in the table. 20 number example, one example was added. In the 20 number of user, how many are there? Multiple users are there. And here, based on index, we have printed all. So what we printed, user of index dot name, user of index dot something. Now look here, when you read the data from this URL, it is giving the data in the bulk. Okay, when the data come in the bulk, inside that, there is a property value. See, let me copy one flower bracket from here and guide you. One flower bracket, if I copy, then till where it will come? It will come till here. Okay, one flower bracket, I'm going to copy like one array details complete. So here I copied that. Now let me arrange it. Model, price, version, fuel type, mileage, image, photo. Category is the array now. Status is the array. Boot size, car history. Now under the car history, there is a nested array. Look at here. Service date, service cost, service. So this is what? Multi-dimensional array only. No? Multi-dimensional array is coming like is a mix. Okay, so like this, you are getting the length. How many? 23. 23. So like this, there is a total 23 elements are stored. That is giving the length of car as a 23. From there, we can print few things. Example, model, price, version. Model and price, two things we can print. And we'll see how that looks. See, when you join the companies, what company will give you? Company will not ask me to come and sit have a tea coffee and go home. There will be some work also. The front-end developer, what will be the work? URL will come like this only. URL will come like this. In that, there will be bulk data. Now you have to read the data and design the page. Let me show you another URL. Suppose I have a URL that gives me the list of users. It's coming from some other server. Let me go here and put here the list of users. Server is running slow little. It looks like the server is not running for them. What is that? It is someone else server. This is our server. This is first inquiry is our server. This is some other person server. Maybe server will be down for some time, but it will come. We have to play around the array and JSON data. Okay, so don't worry. Come inside the code now. You got the total length how much? 23. 23 length came. Now go and write again map here. Car array dot map. Car array dot map. Dot map. Okay. Car colon index. Car colon index. Come now. Car colon index. Now you have generated the paragraph here. Remember? Now we need to generate here the division. Okay. Or let it be paragraph only. Right here car dot model. Car dot model. It is the multi-dimensional array. You have to print their object. Car dot model. Car dot model. Okay. Hope ready. Next, we have to print inside the page also. So map function end. After end of the map function, call here write inner HTML equal to data. Container dot inner HTML equal to data. You will see in each line there should be 3 cars. Getting the list of car. If you click on second button, car list, it will give the list of car. 23 cars should come here. Car dot model, I guess I have printed. No data. Car array dot map. Data equal to data plus where map. Same semicolon is no matter. Further it's coming or not coming. Let me see. That look like some error. It's like fill to fetch. Resource summon get car element by ID no problem. Network when I go server is slow look like or internet is slow that I don't know. Let me check my internet. Internet might be slow. Let me click again. Yeah, I'm getting the list. See, it's coming now. It's giving the list here. It's coming. Check, it's working. I got the list 23 car name. This function I will share in the chat. Network error. Check your internet. Internet is required. Internet we have or not? Are you trying without internet? Internet is needed. Photo. Router. For that we have other solution. Check one list is coming on. If list is coming, then we have solution. We can get it. Okay, so cars are coming. In cars, some more data is also there. Okay, see the problem why it is coming as a overlapping because you are written the float left. When you write the float left, normally overlapping will happen. Solution we have here at last here. Okay, last write one more paragraph. Write one more paragraph. In the last, keep one more paragraph. There you write a clear now. You write there is a clear. Okay, inside you can write style equal to single line. Style equal to clear colon both. Clear colon both. Clear colon both. So this float left has that problem. So we need to apply in the last clear both. It should be in the single quote next year. You should not write double quote inside double quote. No overlapping or still overlapping. Overlap should not happen now. Clear both once you apply. Serum. Name, what's your name? Your name, your name. Okay. So your office is where in the Bangalore or some other? Something said PYC. Mhm. Why you study CSS? Tell me. We have spent 10-15 classes for CSS, correct? Check that. When you apply the clear, when you use the float left will overlap. Now to remove that overlapping, you have to apply in the last clear both. Then overlapping will get removed. Okay, come now. So you are printing which one? Price. Car we are printing. We can print price also here. No? Go here, print the price as well. Plus in the same line, can I print price also in the new line? Here. Plus put a BR here. BR. Then do again plus. Again plus. Okay. And in between write car dot price. Car dot price price. How many hours you watch the video from YouTube for the JavaScript? Not only mine, other people. How many hours you spend per day for JavaScript study? Hours, I'm asking hours. How many hours per day? 2 hours. 2 hours is sufficient. In 24 hours of time, you spend 2 hours. No. See, keep 2 hours one side and give 22 hours one side. Where you will down? Okay. Sit on YouTube. What in your mobile phone daily? YouTube. How many video will play? Movie video. How many per day finish? Audio video. Anything? No video. From YouTube. Huh? A romantic dancing video, yeah, movies and all. We play no from YouTube. That is a normal day-to-day life activity. You cannot say no. I also watch daily. Okay, once we get up, I play the videos only. So that time you utilize for what purpose? Java is there is unlimited videos on YouTube. Yeah, unlimited videos in the multi languages, all local language. Okay, which language? Telugu. So which is your language? What is your language? Telugu you can understand easily, no? But they are saying that teaching so the Telugu is not able. They are HTML they said starting with Facebook knowledge is starting with and by the page is starting place. The login page how is static is a dynamic, no? Because that only if you take the input it will take you to inside. If you click on button what it will say without entering anything. Something will happen or not. They said that leave a static dynamic. Okay, no one is going to ask the difference. What is the difference between a static and dynamic? Okay, people will ask the functionality. People will ask you what is the page function, what is the promise function. I have given the JavaScript. Let me send you the JavaScript question answer. That come again, come again. I have question answer. I will give you next one. Now I'm sending in the WhatsApp group that LMS Globe. You want to update? But this only I'm sending in the group. 11:30. 11:30. Okay, 11:30 March. One URL is there. That is our website only. That on home page only there is a 50 question. 60 question. Just read that 60 question. Oh, it's gone to you only. It's not gone to the back. Group. 11:30 a.m. Why 11:30 a.m. March 22. Okay. I have sent only one question answer sheet. That question is a VBI question. One book also I sent you. One more URL is there. In that also you have so many question answer. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, I'll give you one question answer. It's ready. Next 1 2 days. Okay. So car price comes or not? Car price. Let's go to the new line. We put the BR. Let's come to the new line. You can apply rupees here, no? Apply the rupee. After BR, apply the RS. Rupees you apply. After BR, apply the rupees. RS. After BR, apply the rupees as the RS. His suggestion is whenever you have time, no? If English language is okay, in English only lot of videos are there on YouTube. Spend some time. People explain in different way. Maybe some point you can understand from me, some point you will understand from someone else. You need to collect the knowledge. Okay, ready? Coming now. Rupees is coming or not? Rupees is coming everywhere. Now instead of BR, can you apply their HR? BR replaced with the HR. It will give you complete one line. BR replaced with one HR, it will give you complete line. It's coming in the new line. HR will break. It will bring one line. Oh, something else happened. Okay. Then BR. Let's be happy with the BR only. BR was okay. Or you can keep P tag. Huh? Learn still. Still level is not there to go somewhere. Learn some more, then you can go. Suppose someone will give job also, after that survival is compulsory, no? So for that, get proper knowledge, then go. Nothing urgent. Openings always keep coming, interview always happen. Okay, so till here we got idea. Next, I will give you one URL that you can try in comment. Okay, So, but comment list is not opening. That is the problem. This website should open. Ah, it's opening. It's email. Okay, so comments. COMMENTS comments. Comments. So in these 500 comments are there. 500 comments. Once you click on comment list, here 500 record will come. Don't display in one line 3. Each line display one. Use paragraph without any kind of class. Directly p tag. Print only body from here. From here, what you are printing? Model and price. From here, you will print only body. Okay. Comment dot body. This URL, how to share? In the chat, I can send. Okay, so whoever are available in the chat, if you can send in the WhatsApp, will be helpful for other. You can share in the group chat. This URL I will send you in the chat. One and one more I will send, that is called comments. Users. Okay, you can try this. Users. Two URL is there. Two URL I have sent. One is for comment, another one is for users. If possible, you can try both. No need to log in. Someone sent already in the group. Check the group. Rahul has sent in the group. He sent in the group. Okay, those two URL, you can try reading and displaying the data. Okay, it is one small homework for you. Okay, fine then. Two URL is what's homework for you. You can try that. Read the data from there, display inside the page.